Hello,
was a test
everybody,
run.
and welcome to the Thunder and Lightning podcast. I'm Thunder.
I'm Lightning.
And I'm Monsoon.
That was the best we've ever done it because we practiced it once before we did it by mistake.
And if I know us and your editing style, they saw the whole thing.
Maybe. The saw, yes. Maybe not heard.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Yes, hello, everybody. Very hyphy in the studio. We're going to see Spider-Man after today's podcast,
Woo!
but
new
not
one.
but not before so. So, actually, could I have that? Oh, God,
Oh.
Christ alive.
That's why I was practicing my throw before we started.
Yeah, Chris was practicing mixed martial arts before we started. Guys, what is because everyone who wants to see Spider-Man is going to see it before this podcast is
Right.
released. What's a wild ass prediction you have for this
Listen.
movie?
Gandalf.
Okay. Oh yes, right. That's right. Of course, we already got yours last week.
No,
Gandalf
no,
the Grey.
I mean, serious talk. Tobey Maguire and what's his fuck?
You still
Andrew
think that's
Garfield.
You think that's not? Think that's still not confirmed? Basically, you still think there's a chance that won't happen?
Well, I think the people who I am friends with on social media aren't shitlords, so they
Okay.
haven't spoiled it.
Right.
Marvel was straight up we're not saying shit.
Right.
Go see this movie. I think everyone, especially with all the hype that was going on with this film, I think everybody's been pretty respectful with the whole keep it hush hush thing. I have had zero spoilers for this film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I spoiled it for myself.
Yeah, she looked up the thing.
And
as-
also,
as
don't-
she does.
Don't go on Twitter, Tumblr, or YouTube.
What did you look up?
The summary on Wikipedia.
Of the whole movie we're about to watch.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
We're about to watch it.
I like
I know.
doing. I didn't even do this today or yesterday. I did this a week back.
It's an anxiety thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of know, but I
But you know she does that.
Okay.
yeah. I'm not gonna say anything though.
Okay. No, I know you're not going to say anything. It's just I don't know. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
You knew she did that though.
No, I know. I she didn't do it the last time we saw a movie together. So I thought that.
No, here's the thing. I did look up the summary, but I breezed through it.
Okay.
So certain words I caught.
Okay.
Obviously Goblin's gonna be in the
Yeah.
film, but the whole what this is gonna happen. I could say that I know, but you know, when you breeze through something, you pick up certain words, but you don't get the entire.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
So there may
I
be certain things that I'm forgetting, but
yeah. I think that Hawkeye made a big old mess of New York the other day with a bunch of trick
Yeah.
arrows.
Mhm.
I think I think he's gonna find a bunch of purple goo, or in a perfect world, I think what's gonna happen is he's gonna be flying by that bridge that he's on, and he sees that giant arrow, and he's like, "What was that?" Anyways,
Right. Well, I mean, since you don't care about spoilers, you saw episode 5, right?
yes, I did.
Okay. I was sitting there and I was like, "This is a Spider-Man villain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
This is a Spider-Man villain in
Yeah.
the game." In the first entry of the game series we're gonna play later today,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kingpin shows
Yeah.
up in the 5th Hawkeye episode.
Did you notice that the silhouette in the credits was him?
No.
Yeah. In the credits, when they zoom out and it's a city and it's them on two different rooftops, the silhouette was him,
Oh wow.
which was cool. Yeah, very excited for that. Do you think that's who bought Stark Tower?
It has to be. I mean, he's the richest guy in New York right now, ever since Tony Stark died. My theory, but
Kingpin?
Yeah,
Maybe.
because a lot of people early on were like, "The Fantastic Four bought it," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Oh yeah, everybody was like that. I
that would
Yeah.
have been awesome, though. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
when they announced they were selling it in Homecoming, they were like, "Oh, it's a Fantastic Four," and it's no, calm down.
But they have their own building, though, the Baxter Building.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I mean,
Unless Stark.
let's assume it would be really cool if this tower changed hands a few times
Yeah.
over the course of Marvel.
it's definitely changed hands once. We're just not
Yeah,
sure
no confirmation.
who yet.
Disney Corporation.
Yes. So here's what we're going to talk about today. I have back when I had money and this is how I thought I should spend my money. I bought a Pokemon Funko Pop advent calendar. There was like 3 options. This is the only one that made sense. The other ones were like shit I literally didn't care about. I forget what they were. But we're gonna open one live.
Yeah.
If you're looking at this and you're saying that looks broken, it's because I broke it because all of them were on the cover. Just all the answers were on the cover.
Oh, hold on. Can I see?
Yeah, I ripped off there was a top flap
Oh my god,
that had literally just a picture of all of them.
that's shitty.
So you know?
No, I mean I vaguely know. I know that some of them are silver, but
Okay.
I didn't
Well, hold on. Oh god, he's done it. I thought we were gonna talk about the ones you have already first.
we can do that.
He's yet to look at it.
So
It's
some
not
of them
on camera.
some of them are duplicates, but not like actual
Straight up
duplicates. They're like I have Squirtle, and then I have Squirtle, but he's all silver, and I have that for all of the starters of Gen 1, and then I have a silver Pikachu, but not a normal Pikachu, which makes me think that normal Pikachu is the
Yeah.
Christmas
The
Eve
Christmas Eve,
one. So I asked you this before we started, and you said wait till we're on the podcast. How much do you think these would go for separately?
So my answer to you was gonna be, how much do you think? Because you have a baby Harley Quinn there, the mini size, like these are.
Well, the
She's
difference
gotta be
is
like $12, right?
no. I think she was 7. She is
Okay.
a keychain though,
Oh.
Okay.
and
that's
these
why.
ones are technically statues
So probably it would be like $10, right? Or
For the whole thing.
no, not the whole thing, but
for each.
either that or keychains are just they're functional, so maybe $6 each.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I think I got a deal because this was 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
If you turned around and were like, I'm gonna sell all these, I think you could make your money back probably.
Probably, yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, rip.
What does everybody think it is?
Some evolution of Eevee.
It's been all Gen 1 except Pichu,
Mm-hmm.
right? No evolutions I'm noticing.
No, there are evolutions. The Eevee one.
Raichu.
Flareon and-
Raichu's
I'm
up
sorry,
there.
I guess I meant of the original 3.
Oh, of the
Oh,
starters.
the
Yeah, no
starters.
starter evolutions. Yeah, they're all pretty small Pokemon except for Mewtwo, who they kind of shrunk down.
Mm.
Right.
Um.
I'm gonna say this is a wild one. This one's wild. I'm gonna say Farfetch.
Okay. Well, Pauline was technically closer, and here's a plot twist: it's Eevee.
Oh no!
That one's already up there.
Oh.
So I'm gonna get off.
Officially a duplicate.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm gonna get off camera. I'm gonna go get the other Eevee. Maybe they're in different poses.
Kinda
That's not an excuse, but
That sucks.
Yeah.
yes, they are.
Different poses.
They are in different poses. One of them is sitting, and one of them is standing.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, you have a better camera. Hold
Yeah,
on.
bring it
Let me-
over here.
Ooh.
Why would they do that to me?
I don't know.
'Cause fuck you.
I didn't even know. Okay, there's 3 that are here that I've been, ignoring, but there's no way to not look at them. And it's Eevee, Meowth, and Mew. So I know Mew is on the way, and I didn't even realize that the Eevee I had isn't the one in the pose. So I guess I should have paid attention to the pose. I'll be right back again while I go put them on my shelf.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
That was
You finally open one on stream and it's a repeat. Oh, that's a
dog.
dog. That is a dog trying to get in this room. Oh,
Give
oh.
Baby.
No one's
got a
allergic
dog.
to you. Hold on. We should shut that door though. 'cause
I've got a
cat,
dog.
A cat could get in here.
Hi.
Ooh,
Hello.
you.
Dog
are
podcast.
all wet.
Oh, she was probably drinking water. Yeah, no one could have predicted how anticlimactic that was.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucked. I was sitting here like, this will be fun for the channel. See what new Pokemon Anthony gets.
And you guys both had like fun guesses.
Yeah.
I was
And-
originally gonna say Grimer. But,
Grimer.
like, why would they put Grimer in there?
They
They're gonna
wouldn't.
pick 25 it's not gonna be Grimer.
No, if I have 3 left, one of them's Pikachu and one of them's Mew. The other one's got to be Jolteon. There's
Yeah.
no way around.
That would suck.
Or just Meowth in a different pose, I guess, because we're.
Imagine if they put 2 Eevees in there and they only give you 2 of the Eeveelutions and not Jolteon.
Oh my God! Come in, please.
Hello, we're live right now.
Welcome to the podcast, and here is a dog. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
No, you're good.
Bailey, come here. I swear she was eating kibble 5 minutes.
Come here, Bailey.
She loves you guys.
Hi. You gotta go.
Well, no, you're
That's
good.
all right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
That made up for the That was
Yeah.
an exciting opening to this.
Yeah,
episode.
I think I cut none of that.
Talk about
Yeah.
a Pokemon, yeah.
My dog's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fairy type, but you don't know that.
What are dogs if not zigzagoons?
Yeah.
Okay. Pauline, would you like
Yes.
to start with how your
Yeah.
week was?
It's been interesting. Work is work is work is
Mhm.
work. COVID cases are slowly climbing back up, but that's not surprising considering it's winter and get your vaccine, please.
Mhm.
I have to get my booster still, but I'm trying to figure out a day when I have a day off after I get my booster, so that if I feel sick,
Oh,
then I
right.
don't have to miss work. But I'll figure it out. We had a fun day yesterday.
Hell yeah.
We played D&D. That was a really
Yeah.
good campaign. I think like the way that you kind of changed up, like how we played, like really made it more fun. I think, like
Yeah.
more Constitution rolls, more variations of like how we might proceed, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, I'll talk more about that
Yeah.
when it's my turn.
Me and your family had like a little Christmas party.
Yeah,
for me,
Pauline's
'cause-
working
'cause I'm working
and
Christmas.
Eve.
Yeah.
We had a little COVID scare in the morning though.
Yeah, that was fun.
Mm.
So, what ended up happening was I wake up, right, and I'm preparing to go to Chris's house, and my mom calls me into the room, and she's like, "Come here so I can see you, but don't come near me." I'm like, "What does that mean?"
Oh no.
And then she says, like, "Oh, I woke up congested. I don't think I can make the party today." And then, of course, my dad was sleeping in the same room as her, so he's also exposed, but he didn't feel any symptoms, and he's actually gotten his booster. So I'm like, great, like, what do I do? So I start looking, like, where can I get a rapid test? And then, of course, I text you. And then my mom texts your mom, and I also text your mom. And then your mom tells me, like, oh, like, at the CVS near your house, they have those, like, 15-minute COVID tests.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, I'll just try to go there. So for the first time in my life, I actually didn't drive straight to your house. I drove to the CVS there. I go in, and they told me, like, oh, we actually ran out. I'm like, great, like, what do I do now? And then you called me and said, like, oh, like, there's a Walgreens that has it, and there's actually the Walgreens near your house.
Oh, the one near
Yeah.
the middle school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
So,
cool,
like,
cool.
I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, this is the first time I'm going to be driving, so I have to be, like, really careful. So I go there, and I ask the lady at the counter, like, oh, do you have these tests? And lo and behold, there's, like, they have a brand new stack of them. And she asked me, like, how many do I want? I was like, oh, can I have 2, please? I didn't realize that each kit comes with 2 different, like, tests. So, and I was on a time crunch, so what I did was I go into my car. I actually do the test while I'm in the car. After 2 minutes, I'm like, I can't wait any longer, so I start just driving. And I'm driving with one hand on the wheel, and I'm, like, using my other hand to, like, just hold because the vial has, like, a liquid in it. And
Oh,
I have
okay.
I have to, like, leave it exposed because the swab that it's testing is, like, inside. So I'm driving with one hand, and I'm literally using the other hand to stabilize the tray that it's on. And once I get home, I look at the strip, and it's negative. So I'm like, okay, great. I don't have COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go inside, and I have to coach my mom because I don't know where I put the instructions, but I literally was like, okay, this is how you do it. And, like, I'm just, like, kind of, like, freaking out because, like, okay, we're, like, so close. I'm really hoping that she doesn't have COVID. Because
Yeah.
that would suck if she did. And then it turns out that she didn't have COVID. She just, stuffy. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, great. So she still didn't want to go to the party because she wants to be safe and she
Yeah.
doesn't feel well. So I just I hop in my car and just book it to your house. And then we started having the Christmas party and I got like a bunch of gifts from your family yesterday. I got the new remake of Pokemon Pearl. Which is,
Oh,
like,
yes,
Brilliant
yes.
Pearl. And then I also got Shin Megami Tensei 5,
Nice.
which is like the same company who makes Persona.
yeah.
And actually, this kind of ties into D&D because yesterday in D&D you actually introduced a Mananangel
yeah.
into the campaign, which I really appreciate because Mananangels are a Filipino folklore monster, and I appreciate that. And in Shin Megami Tensei 5, they actually introduced the Mananangel as a
Oh,
demon.
cool. That's really cool.
So my cousin actually posted about it on Facebook, and I was like, "That's so cool!" So I was actually like really looking forward to it. I guess it's like, I guess gameplay is like kind of exactly like Persona, but like the game mechanics are more like, I guess, different. I guess, but I'll let you know when I start playing it.
okay.
What else?
I want to see this thing.
We went to go see your friends on Wednesday.
Chelsea and Mason.
Yeah, Chelsea and Mason. We had lunch with them at Kodo, which is a Japanese restaurant. It's a go-to.
Yeah. Found out Mason enjoys watching the channel, which is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they made her like. Have you seen her yet?
Yeah.
They made her like. It's not gross. It's like computerized. Like
Yeah.
even her spine is like a cord and not
Yeah.
like guts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I
Want to
guess
show the people?
Yeah. It's a not great picture of it, but yeah, here it is, right there. That's what Atlas thinks a Manananggal should look like.
apparently like yesterday you said like, oh, you hear like a ticking noise.
Yeah.
That's the sound of its spine like going across the ground.
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, lots of I've been playing more Animal Crossing.
Nice.
Still like
Yeah,
trying.
you're still doing the DLC.
Yep, still doing the DLC. Like I've been trying to alternate between doing the DLC and also doing actually, speaking of the DLC, I just unlocked the school and Leaf taught us how to like do
Oh,
hybrids.
nice.
So I'm at that part.
Nice.
I also unlocked the amiibo summoner, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use that. I've been alternating doing that and doing like trying to like just do my island again, because now that there's like so much stuff that is available, I'm just thinking like maybe I should just redo my island.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get rid of all the simple flowers, and I'm trying to like line the path, like, you know, like in my island, like the pathways were like just bordered with flowers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of all the regular flowers and just line the pathways with hybrids.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I have too many pig mums. I have to sell pig mums. Still playing Persona 5 Strikers.
Nice.
I'm on the how far did you get on?
I think I beat the second boss.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
go back to it, but
Yeah.
I think I'm like on my way to the third area.
Yeah. I'm in the third jail right now. They're not palaces in this game, but they're jails.
Right.
It's pretty interesting. I'm enjoying it. And then like Chris mentioned on the last podcast, we started playing Uncooked together. And
Overcooked.
Overcooked, sorry.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you when you say that the single player version of that game sucks.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
I can see that.
Because like literally like you have to like switch between the characters, and it's like no.
Yeah.
But multiplayer wise, it's a lot of fun. And I agree with him if you guys ever do a one-off, it would be a fun game to.
Yeah, totally. No, I'd be down for that. It's nice to hear you, someone who I know play this game and enjoyed it, say that the single player is bad. Thinking back on it, I don't think I knew that you could switch between characters, which probably made it even harder.
No, it just no. Yeah, this is definitely made for multiplayers. And then this morning we actually played the Untitled Goose Game.
Oh yeah, how do you
together.
like that?
I knew like the hype about it. I didn't realize. I mean, it is pretty fun. Like
It's a hard game.
it is a hard game though.
Mm.
We actually like we didn't complete the first area completely. Like we just left one off the list just because we were getting impatient, and now we're just like going on to the second area. So it's pretty fun.
Cool.
I actually might get on it. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but we'll see. And then tomorrow,
That game refused to. I hate the title. The title's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just come up with a title for your game.
right. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go see my nursing friends down in the South Shore. And
Oh,
we're gonna have
cool.
a little Christmas party too.
Nice.
So yeah.
Cool.
pretty eventful week.
Yeah, it's when I was getting set up, sounded like you didn't have much to talk
Yeah.
about, but
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like, work was probably like just overshadowing everything because work
Yeah.
is tough. But anywho,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
how was your week?
Oh, it was shit. It was a horrendous week through and through, from start to finish, with glimmers of fun stuff. The day we saw Chelsea and Mason, my car
oh yeah.
broke, and the earliest they can see it is tomorrow
Mm.
tomorrow morning. So I'm bringing that tomorrow. Took Pauline's car to get here today. And then after that, I have 2 dogs, Trixie and Chewy. Picture, maybe not. And everyone's safe, everyone's okay, but Chewy was missing a few days ago. Story that both of you have heard
Mhm.
multiple times, but now the people get to hear it.
So, for the sake of the audience, you'll probably have to explain the mechanics between
Oh,
your
yeah.
gate and this field.
Oh
Yeah.
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 So I live behind a field, and there's like a farm stand on the other end of it, and we have no back neighbors, but we do have a gate that leads to the field, and we never go through that gate, on the rare occasion, but my dad let the dogs out, and the gate was open.
Which he does.
Yeah, which he does. He
Yeah.
lets the dogs out. And so we assume someone in the neighborhood, probably one of the kids in the neighborhood, cut through our yard to get to the field, and never shut the door. So my mom comes home, notices the gate's open. My dad let the dogs out. Dogs are nowhere to be found. So we run into the field, and supposedly, I wasn't there for this part. Supposedly, they were both hanging out right in the back, like right a few feet away from the
Mhm.
door. When
But
my mom,
still not in the yard.
no, still in the field.
Mm.
And when my mom went out there, she was able to get Trixie, but Chewy wasn't done having fun, so he bolted. And me and my dad went out. This is a huge field.
Yeah.
And we saw just a little glimpse of him. Then it disappeared. There must be a slight incline. And so we walked down there, and there's a driveway for the farm stand that leads right out to a main drag.
That's what I was gonna ask. It beyond this field is just the rest of the world. Yeah.
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 And so that's horrifying to think that he might have gone that way. But I had my eye on that walkway. I was or the driveway, and I was if he went that way, I would have seen him. By the time we got there, he was just gone.
Hmm.
We had no clue where he went. And I was out there barefoot in my PJs, and we're running around. The farm stand is super nice, and they were, letting us look through everything. We were all searching the field for 40 minutes. Then my parents got in their cars. My sister got in her car, started searching the neighborhoods. 2 women who I actually didn't get to speak to, but they were out there helping us look. They said they saw our dogs. Do you know where the pond is?
They
Down
went
by
that-
the pond.
They went that far.
Which,
Jeez.
I don't even know if you know where the pond is. Near
No,
my
but
house.
I mean,
It's not near my house. Is
Right.
The point.
Yeah.
It's
All
almost
the way.
into the next city.
that seems unlikely based on where you actually found the dog.
Well, we asked them, did you see a little white dog and a little brown dog with a snowman sweater on? They said yes, they were down by the water.
Interesting.
So, either they were lying and then we're we fucked with these guys, now we're gonna help them out, which seems very unlikely
Yeah.
to me.
Mhm.
Or they genuinely saw our dogs on a trip to Mordor adventure. And then we just happened to catch them as they were hanging out in the back of the house again. So my mom got, Trixie. We searched for 45 minutes. They got in their cars to search the neighborhood. I was the only one still in the field. And I circled this thing a few times. So the field, there's our houses. Let's say this is the whole field. There's our houses that are all gates, woods, and then a side street here, which is where and then the pond's like up here, and that's supposedly where they were at in the farm stand over here. I went around this field a few times, and then I was like ready to call it quits. At least mentally, I don't think I was going to, but I was like, he's not back here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was down by the farm stand, and I turned my head, and I saw just a little blue snowman sweater prancing in the grass.
Yeah.
And so I ran over to him, and I was yelling his name, and he started to come towards me. I think he knew he was in trouble, because he beelined right for the brush behind the houses. I got him. He's safe. He's sound. That was horrifying. And we've been taking splinters out of my feet ever since. And that sucked.
Yeah.
That was shitty.
At least you have locks on your gate now.
Yeah, we locked the gates. Besides that, the next day was pretty uneventful. And then we played D&D.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
D&D was fun. And the Christmas party for Pauline was fun. I didn't give her my big gift yet.
We're waiting until actual Christmas when
Yeah.
Because I'm working for 3 to 7 on Christmas Day, so he's just going to pick me up from the station, and then we just go to my house and have a little party.
So, D&D was super fun. That was a good campaign. We got a second boat,
Yes.
which was cool.
The Njord.
The Njord. The Jormungandr and the Njord.
And I am
We're starting a
currently
fleet.
steering the Njord with my magical necklace.
Yeah.
It's great.
Here's how my week was. So Midgar's not a very nautical realm. Not
Sure.
much water. There is now, though.
Yeah.
Because my players said, can we have a boat? And I was like, sure. And then they took a second boat, and I was like, all right, this is on you.
handed us the
Yeah.
second boat.
I did not. I said, here's an enemy to fight. And you said, they have a boat.
Yeah.
That is completely on you. Not a complaint, but that is completely on you.
Okay.
Oh, we have,
There
we have
I
a
Hey,
was-
guess what? Give us a third one. We'll
Absolutely
take a
not.
third one.
I have 2 boats. I have 2 boats, and now you have both of them. So if you wanted another boat fight, fucking
buy another.
good luck next time, Buster. Buy another. No, absolutely not.
I'm
There's
gonna
2
buy
boats,
you
and you have both boats in Midgard.
the 2 boats.
You have the
that
2
exist.
boats in Midgard.
Good.
I'm gonna buy you the $200
Model.
D&D boat replica that's like this big.
If you do, then every campaign is on the boat. Every other campaign is a murder mystery on the boat, and every campaign is on the boat, and we never leave the boat. And also, it'll take place in Pirates of the Caribbean and not in Midgard.
For the record, just so you don't think your players are pigeonholing you, we can dock the boat somewhere and go do shit.
I mean, that's
and,
what we
like,
did.
Yeah, that's what we just did.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
had a fight in the woods.
Yeah. We don't need to always be on the boats.
No.
But we do own them
Yeah.
and have named them,
Yeah.
and we have a crew
And live there.
and live there.
And live there.
Yeah. So we didn't do everything that I had planned.
I don't think there was
Yeah.
a universe where we do everything.
Well, if we met up earlier, we probably could have. But
no, an hour wasn't gonna make it so that we do 2 Valkyrie fights.
no, I mean like way earlier. Oh, we weren't going to do 2 in one campaign.
Yeah.
You guys were going to pick one, and we were going to do one.
Okay.
And I set it up so that
It converges. Diverges. Converges.
No, I mean like if we met up like at like 11 or something, we
Yeah,
probably
maybe
could have.
then.
Yeah. No, well, definitely then because there was one thing we had left, but there was probably like 2 or 3 smaller things. So I'm just gonna like expand those a little
Okay.
for next time because now I don't have enough stuff for a single campaign. But if we had to stop in the middle, I'm glad we stopped where we stopped because there's a character that I didn't get to introduce yet that I'd rather just introduce him and like do his thing in one campaign.
Okay.
It would have really sucked
It
if
would
it
have been
was
broken up into 2 campaigns.
if you guys met him yesterday and then had to wait like a month or whatever to finish the rest of his thing, that probably would have sucked. So I'm glad that he made it into the other one.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Pauline alluded to, I'm better at dungeon mastering now. And all it took was I started watching Dimension 20, and I've learned a lot about not just about how to DM, but like about D&D, the game that I should have known already. Now I just have all this information that I can use whenever I want, and I'm proud of myself for yesterday's campaign. There was a ton of stuff that was just sort of like thrown at me, and I feel like in the past I've sort of panicked and just like, we'll do that later, I guess. But I just, I just sort of went with it and had to like change a few minor things here and there, but that's dungeon mastering, baby.
Yeah. No, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun game yesterday.
Did you know that if you fall into lava, it's 18d10 fire damage?
That makes sense.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Whoever you are,
Yeah.
you're dead. Maybe
Oh.
maybe Kelsey survives if I roll a 1 on every single one.
Right.
My mom is gonna be a vampire
Oh, yeah.
someday now.
Yeah.
Or her
Yeah,
character, I
she's
should say.
her character has contracted vampirism. She can cure it if she
Yeah.
wants.
Mm.
If she truly has a death wish. And she asked me if she could kill herself as a joke, and I said no because you're not allowed to do that in D&D. But I was thinking about it. If she wanted, if her character was, if she was suicidal on behalf of her character, then no, she can't do that. But if she wanted to kill off her character in
battle or
Battle.
something.
No, in with the intention of coming back as a vampire,
see,
I
yeah,
think
that's
I
a
would
different
allow
story.
that.
Yeah, if you're like, let's get the vampire thing going.
Yeah. I think
Because you're not dying. Well,
You're not dead.
you're not done playing the character.
that's what the no suicide rule is essentially like you can't because
I wonder if
the
D&D has that clause.
what? Oh, if
No
you
suicide except
I don't know about that.
if you're. Well, here, okay.
Because the no suicide thing is just because like the DM is playing all the enemies. The mortality of the player should be in the DM's hands.
I've got a loophole in their rule. You can become a necromancer in the game D&D,
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons. One of my characters, that's their
Oh,
goal.
you do you mean lich?
Oh, lich. What I said necromancer.
Yeah.
I meant lich. To become a lich, you have to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And there's a chance you actually die. You consume poison.
Oh.
You do the ritual, you consume poison. But there's like a 50-50 chance it works or not.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean,
Interesting.
nobody made you do this. Literally nowhere in D&D do you have to make yourself become a lich.
Right.
It's entirely the player's decision. And then they have to potentially kill themselves in order to do it. Just a little clause, just a little loophole. If you want to become a lich, you have to bend the rules a little bit.
I mean, even if you do become like no DM is going to let their player play as a lich. So if you are going to have your character become a lich, then you're probably forfeiting your character as an NPC anyways.
Right.
So it's there's a gray area. Just the whole no suicide thing is just like as like you can't like stop playing your character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you, for example, we had a party member move away a while ago and not return. So it was up to me. I did something with that character.
Yeah.
They're not dead in universe, but so it's just like I guess for like story purposes, that's what the no killing your character off thing. But yeah, like with if you wanted to be a vampire, or no, werewolves aren't undead. Yeah. D&D is fun. Everyone should watch Dimension 20. If you are someone who doesn't play D&D and you've watched like 100 episodes of Dimension 20 or like 1,000 hours of Critical Role, you know enough about Dungeons and Dragons to start DMing. So if you have the money to do so, you should get out there and start DMing. And if you don't have the money to do so, you can do it all with you don't need anything. You
Right.
just need your brain and your voice and your friends.
Yeah.
And maybe some printer paper to print up character sheets.
Or
Because
make your own.
because D&D is fun. Or draw your own. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons is fun. And it's I think officially now, as of the last, 10 years for everyone, I feel like it was a very, it's more mainstream now. And I think we have Critical Role specifically to thank for that. But I feel like up until recently, D&D has been very oh, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely. I with the generations, they become more and more user friendly. I can't
Yeah.
imagine playing first edition D&D.
Oh my god. I've been hearing stories about it. It sounds like it was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't appealing. It was definitely not intentionally, but it was a niche market just because of how it just seemed very strenuous of a game to play. Just very you gotta really want it. You
Right.
gotta really have a taste for high fantasy role playing games.
That's the other thing. I'm glad you just mentioned that. D&D first edition and D&D Advanced, they were set up in a way where you had to do high fantasy.
Right.
If we wanted to run a campaign in the universe of the Fables comics, then we
Oh.
totally could. We'll just use D&D mechanics. Or if we wanted to do a Pokemon D&D thing, we could. But you'd make a D&D campaign about anything.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had to do a high fantasy setting.
Right.
You know, it was like all or nothing high fantasy, and that's not really for everyone. D&D is for everyone, but some people fucking hate Lord of the Rings, and it's why do you hate Lord of the Rings? And it's I don't know, I don't like fantasy. And that's totally fine.
There's a Rick and Morty D&D, so.
There is Rick and Morty D&D.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just over the years, it's become so. It's almost like. I don't know. It's almost like. I'm trying to think of a food or something to relate this to, where they just made it better over time. And it's now everybody likes it.
Mm.
You've made it so palatable that everybody likes it.
The
now.
Impossible Burger, or something like
That's a good way to go.
vegan food. Or
Yeah,
gluten-free food.
Sucked 15 years ago. Even vegetarian, John was.
Yeah, even
in the
vegans were
last
this
5
shit
years.
is yeah.
And now Burger King's selling it, and
Right.
it's good. I no hate on anybody, because I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't feel a need to buy a Whopper. If I go to Burger King, I'll get an Impossible Whopper. I don't need to kill something.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah.
It's close enough for taste.
Yeah, that's actually that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Vegan
No, that was
food
perfect.
in
That's what I was
D&D.
looking for.
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like the same argument could be said. I feel like 10, 15 years ago, like you said,
You gotta really want
it was
it.
you gotta really want it. It was you were weird, socially, if you were a vegan. It was that sounds
Imagine
like a
being
lot
a-
of work.
Vegan DM.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh jeez.
That guy had no friends. Now he has all the friends.
Yeah. Now
Um,
that guy's thriving. He's 70 years old and he's thriving.
But the other thing too is with D&D, it was such an underground thing. We're coming out of the mid 70s.
Hmm.
Parents don't even want your kids listening to Kiss because it's demonic.
Oh
You
God,
got
that was the
whole
other thing.
underground aspect, and it wasn't. How do I put this? It wasn't franchise then. This was a bunch
No.
of kids making homebrew games in their basement. And then finally, one of them was like, "I'm gonna sell this. I'm
yeah.
gonna make books. I'm gonna really dig to make the rules, and I'm gonna make books, and I'm gonna be Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what?
Mhm.
You know
By
what,
the way, I'm gonna call it Dungeons and Dragons.
you
Yeah,
know
what
what?
were you just gonna
You know
say?
what's also kind of contributed to the mainstreamness of D&D, Stranger Things. Because
Oh
it's been
yeah,
so
that definitely helped out.
it's been so popular, and the kids are literally in the first episode playing
Yeah,
D&D,
and
and
all the
enemies.
all the
The
creatures
enemies.
they fight are literally from
D&D.
D&D. They're pretty high level creatures, I will add.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we fought.
We fought a beholder.
Yeah, we fought a beholder, but that's not an enemy in Stranger Things.
Right.
Did we fight a Demogorgon in this group? Have I fought one in the old group, and I think we did in this one?
In both groups, I had you fight a doppelganger, and the doppelganger was taking the forms of different things, and both times I did it, two of the forms were Mind Flayer and
Yes.
Demigorgon.
Okay.
But as far as those actual monsters go,
I said Demigorgon.
you said Demogorgon,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, as far as those two enemies go, we have not actually fought one of them. You did
Gotcha.
fight a beholder, though. I don't typically use like classic D&D enemies. Like I'll use like the other day I had an enemy that when I was looking at its stats, it was clearly a vampire spawn. But I called it something else, you know. But I had to get a beholder in there, and I'm glad I did because now it's all one of our players talks
Oh,
about
I know.
because they were almost killed by it.
Oh, should have got her a beholder like plushie this year.
There's a really nice beholder pop figure if she is
Yeah.
into those. It comes with a D20.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. That's
The
right.
guy I bought it from literally said I bought two of these, one that I opened to get the D20 out of it, and I was like, "Cool, man.
Nice.
That's a lot, but cool."
No kidding.
Do we have any news?
I'm looking.
I do.
Nope, she does. I don't know if I do.
There was one thing that I saw.
So okay. Bob.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So do you want me to go first?
No, yeah, you
Okay.
absolutely go first.
Bob's Burgers actor Jay Johnston, aka Jimmy Pesto Sr., was banned from the show after allegedly taking part in the Capitol riot.
Oh,
no.
So
I don't know this character. I know this
So-
show, of course, though.
so he's the guy who runs like the
He's like Bob's Plankton.
like he's like
Okay.
always antagonizing him. He's the dad of Tina's crushes.
That's kind of a big role.
So
That's also like a lot of time to pass between the Capitol raid and
Well, they're still finding out who was doing it.
yeah. So I think what
Who was
happened
involved?
was like they have like a bunch of pictures of like
yeah,
people who took part in the
and
riot.
they just have analysts.
Yeah, and they were
just-
like, and like literally, I think one of his friends was like, "Oh, I know this dude. Like, this is blah Jay Johnson, blah blah." And then
Oh,
they're like, "Oh, so I guess like the creators or like the showrunners for Bob's Burgers just dropped him." Like, nope. And like you can kind of tell because his role in Bob's Burgers has like diminished as you watch the seasons, and like I don't think I've seen him since. I haven't finished watching the season that's out now, but I don't think I've seen him ever since like maybe like 2 seasons ago. So
obviously the raid on the Capitol was wrong,
yeah,
but even if the people who were doing it thought they were doing the right thing, they had to have known they were going to get in
Yeah,
trouble.
That's what makes me think. Because if
Well,
you
like here's the thing: he was wearing a mask, so maybe he was like, "Oh, like I don't think if I wear a mask, then," which is ironic. I'm gonna wear like this like bandana over my face so like people don't recognize me. It was the ears that gave him away.
Wow.
So
wow, I feel like there's some people if you watch the interviews of because news reporters were literally interviewing these people leaving the Capitol building. They were like, "This is just the beginning." I really thought that they were inciting the Second Civil War.
right.
I think that they really thought that whatever they were doing was gonna make a difference.
Mm.
But like,
Yeah.
you don't show up unarmed to the Capitol building and expect to.
Don't give him any ideas now.
No, well, no, I'm not. I am not saying do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Like you
if
should
you're
have
if you're gonna show up to a gunfight, don't show up unarmed and expect something to happen.
right.
Mm.
Again, don't. But yeah, so he should be arrested
Yeah,
if he went into the building.
there haven't been any arrests yet, but like he hasn't said anything about it. But like he's not gonna be in Bob's Burgers anymore.
That's fair.
So
My while that was going on, I was at work, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
my coworker who didn't know what was going on, he just came back from the grocery store. I was leaving for my shift, and I just said, "What do you think the new union uniforms are gonna look like?" And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "They're storming the Capitol building." And he was like, "What?"
Yeah, I was asleep because God forbid I take a fucking nap and just like
The world
the
implodes.
the president who'd already at that point been voted out just had one last exclamation point on his terrible shitstorm of a presidency.
Mm.
It was like 2 days before he was leaving, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
was
like
the
that
month.
week?
It was the month or
Oh,
something
okay, yeah.
before he was leaving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that happens in February,
Right.
right? And
Yeah.
that was January 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Goonies are returning in a brand new show on Disney Plus.
Interesting.
Original Goonies?
Oh, here.
Don't storm the Capitol building.
Yeah.
I just gotta make that clear. That I'm not inciting anybody to use guns. Don't use guns. Hey, listen, respect the election process. Actually, can I transition into something? I have a bit of news.
Okay.
Sure.
Never mind.
Sounds like Goonies 2 was
No.
canceled and turned into this TV show.
No. Hold on. We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
This just goes really well into what you're talking about. Residents of Trump-loving retirement community arrested for allegedly voting twice in the 2020 election.
Oh. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
So these a bunch of elderly people figured out how to vote twice, and they did.
Guess so.
Okay. How do you even get away with that?
I mean, you probably
They didn't.
you probably present them like a fake ID at the voting site or something. I don't know.
Anyways,
Anyways,
fuck Trumpers.
yeah.
If I walk out of this podcast with having said one thing that isn't bring guns to the Capitol building, it's fuck Trumpers.
So the Goonies are returning in a brand new Disney show on Disney Plus. However, it's not what you think. The world of this is from comicbook.com. The world of the Goonies is apparently not dying anytime soon. On Wednesday, it was announced via Variety that a television project inspired by the iconic 1980s film is currently in the works for Disney Plus. The project, which is titled Our Time, will focus on a teacher helping her students recreate shot for shot the original movie.
Oh, so it's like High School Musical, the musical, the series?
Yeah.
That's dumb. Cancel it. Also, when I don't know if anyone heard it because it was very quiet, but when Pauline said it's not dying anytime soon, I whispered, I get it, into the microphone. Because I do get it.
Yeah. So I don't think I will be participating.
So it's just the series of the movie.
Yeah, it's essentially, yeah.
So they did this with a series of unfortunate events too, except what I do appreciate about that TV show is they pick up where the movie,
Yeah.
they kept going. Where
Oh,
the
okay,
movie
cool.
stopped.
And like
No, this
they
sounds like
decided,
this is a show about people putting on like a stage production of
the
the
Goonies.
Goonies.
Yeah.
And the way High School Musical, the musical, the series works, as good as that show is, most of it is like the drama between these kids, and then some of it is them putting on High School Musical.
Yeah. Although, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a little bit strange, but okay. Oh, I do have to watch a series of unfortunate events, though, because I do love that series, and apparently they adapted the entire series, which I appreciate.
Oh, that's cool.
Anywho,
I wonder if Goonies 2 is still like, 'cause they announced Goonies 2 like years ago.
Oh,
I
really?
wonder if it's like still happening in any capacity.
Kick-Ass is getting a big reboot.
Ooh.
In the movies?
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't. What's his name again? The one who makes those, Mark something. I can't remember. Like there's been like talk about it getting a reboot. Chloe.
Grace Moretz.
Yes, she said that she wouldn't make it unless everybody would come back. Like
Oh, they
Aaron
want the
Johnson.
original cast?
I
That's
think
cool.
that's what happened.
Oh, I was about to cast this movie.
Well,
That'd be interesting if
Either-
they did original
It's either
cast.
that or like if there was a Kick-Ass 3, she would want to come back only if Aaron Johnson and like all the other people
Yeah.
came back.
Want to do an If We Make Kick-Ass 3?
Tom Holland for Kick-Ass.
That's a good one.
We'll see. But
Just put him in another role where he can't use his fucking native accent.
Where he can't use his native accent, we cover his whole face.
Yeah.
And then most of the time it's not him; it's a CGI recreation.
And then I mean that's all I really have. There's no news yet, but
That's exciting, though.
Yeah, no worries.
I feel like that always deserved a third film.
So I actually never saw the second one. I don't know if
Second
it
one
was good or not.
Second one was really
It's
good.
got-
I liked it.
That's like the last thing Jim Carrey did, right before Eggman.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that eventually. Did you have news, Chris?
I got one more.
Oh, okay. I also have a little thing that I was
I
gonna.
have 2 more.
Oh,
This is-
Pauline was
oh.
not done. Sorry.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Makoto Shinkai. I don't know if you've seen any of his films. He's the guy who made Summer Wars, Wolf Children.
Oh,
I've heard.
the
I've
ones
heard.
that make me cry.
wait,
I've heard.
wait,
I've heard
actually,
you
no.
guys. I've heard you guys talk about him, but I haven't seen
No,
any
sorry,
of them myself.
sorry, wrong one. He's the guy who made Your Name. He's the guy who made Weathering with You. He is releasing a new movie in fall 2022.
So
Nice.
Make me cry.
Yes. It's called Suzume no Tojimari. I don't know what that means in
Oh.
English. The story follows a 17-year-old girl from Kyushu called Suzume, who follows a mysterious young traveler through the mountains toward the door standing alone among ruins. Drawn in by the door, she opens it, only for even more to open across the archipelago, causing disasters and chaos. To prevent further damage, Suzume embarks on a journey throughout Japan to close every door of calamity. So that's kind of interesting. That's not until fall 2022, but I am excited for more Makoto Shinkai because he is killing it
Cool.
in the filmmaking anime world.
Yeah.
And then one more. Netflix has announced a few more cast members for the live-action remake of Avatar: Last Airbender.
Oh, cool.
Azula, Kyoshi, Suki, Gran, and a new original character. There's a new original character named Yukari, who is the mother of Suki and the mayor of Kyoshi Island.
Oh, okay.
In the animated series, Kyoshi Island had a male mayor who wasn't related to Suki. So that's... I as I'm looking at this cast list, I kind of have hope because the
You wanna show
woman...
the camera?
Yeah, so...
Oh. You do got it.
So it looks like the woman who's playing Gran looks like she's a Native American, which I appreciate. Her name is Cassie Camp Horinek. And then all the other ones look really Asian. So
Nice.
so I still have trepidations about it because of course we all
Oh, that big word.
got screwed out of a good live adaptation from M. Night Shyamalan.
No, well, hold on. No, we didn't. Have you seen it?
Yes, and you have also seen it.
Haven't you? Didn't you? All right.
Yeah.
Didn't you? With your favorite character, Ong,
So bad.
and
And the white actors playing.
and the white people. Didn't you love the white people? That was my. I'm not gonna say that on camera, even sarcastically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this live action Avatar too,
Yeah,
because
I'm
M Night
hoping that it's
Shyamalan.
like-
Could write a history book called that.
Didn't you like the white people?
Oh my god. That's every white. That's every history book out there.
Yeah.
I'm still scared to look forward to this because the showrunner, like the original creators of Avatar: Last Airbender, have left the production, so I am terrified of this adaptation. But we'll see what happens.
Netflix really knows how to make money. They're just like,
Yeah,
that show. Let's just do it again.
yeah.
Netflix recently announced. This is not what the news I was going to bring, but I just heard about this. Netflix recently announced a Terminator anime.
Oh my god.
Oh, they
They-
keep doing that too.
They have a Witcher anime too.
Yeah, I heard it's great.
They have a League of Legends anime.
That was actually
Even
great.
Godzilla anime.
You have a-
Those were trash.
It's
The
Castlevania anime.
Castlevania anime fucks. What was
It-
your
it
news?
good. Yeah.
Are you done?
Yes.
My news is practically nothing
Oh, okay.
except a moment 20 years in the making.
Oh.
Harry Potter
Oh, yeah.
20th anniversary hashtag Return to Hogwarts is streaming on HBO Max New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's
But it's
It's just a fucking. They're gonna.
It's a
They got
reunion.
as many cast members as
Yeah,
they
it's just a
could, and they're gonna
reunion,
talk
right?
about shit. Yeah,
That's
it's
what I figured.
it's a completely
it's like-
missable. I'm sure it'll be entertaining, but
It's like the Friends reunion.
yeah, I don't know why they're doing so much Harry Potter shit this year. It's odd.
I mean, probably
Here's
because
the
of
thing.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
Well, just
That's
make-
what I mean. They're doing
Yeah.
Secrets of Dumbledore, and they're doing this reunion, and they're doing that fucking Helen Mirren game show.
Is it real? Like, wait, the books came out in 1990 or something like that.
It's not an anniversary.
Oh, never mind. then.
Yeah, it is. It's a 20th anniversary of the first
Oh,
film.
Oh yeah, duh. Well,
Yeah.
of course.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. That's neat and all. You're making these shitty new movies that nobody really wants to see. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know one of our good friends who watches this podcast likes the first one. I'm not interested. Make, as Anthony said, that, like, what did you call it? It was like last podcast, I think. The Cursed Child.
Oh, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. That's not even
We
real.
might not have even been on stream.
You
What did
weren't-
I say?
No, you.
I was talking about how I had a video essay idea I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you were like, are you going to do that fake seventh thing or whatever? You
Yeah.
said something. It was funny. Just make that into a movie.
It's like a play, but they like released the play
Yeah.
script as a book or some shit, which is not how
Oh, the
plays work.
Cursed Child?
Yeah, the
really?
Cursed Child.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a play.
It's weird. It's like I have it, and it kind of reads like fan fiction.
Oh.
So
Well, did she write it?
Yeah.
no,
Oh, I thought she did.
no, she didn't. She like
Oh, then it is
Oh,
fanfiction.
then it is
She-
fanfiction.
she approved of it, but like it was like
Oh, so she did that George Lucas thing in the 90s where he was like, yes,
yeah,
Yes.
essentially.
all of you make me money, yes.
I remember this moment back when they were casting the Cursed Child play, and they cast a black woman as Hermione, and J.K. Rowling got on Twitter and was essentially like, I never said what Hermione's skin color was, and then a bunch of people in the comments were like, number one, yes, you did. Number two,
No
fuck
shit.
off. This play has nothing to do with you. Eat shit, go away.
Wait, did she really?
Yeah, she says, I don't know the exact wording,
Yeah.
but she clearly describes her as a redhead white kid.
Oh yeah.
Redhead,
Mhm.
Caucasian English girl.
Yeah. Yeah. And the sentiment was like, that's really cool that they got a black Hermione. Fuck off, J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Anyways,
They should have cast a transgender
Oh yeah,
woman
that would have been great.
for Hermione. Then a transgender black woman, and then let's see.
no,
what,
then
Oh.
J.K. Rowling would have used her millions and trillions of dollars that we've allowed her to have off this fucking book series about children to completely cancel that play. And you can do anything if you have enough money.
Yeah,
Um,
unfortunately. like win the presidency. Oops.
oh, yeah. So my
in my head, I was like, is she trying to run for president?
No.
I gave a weird look, but it was in my head. I was like, I don't think she can.
No, I mean I
don't
can.
think she's allowed.
I-
No.
I figured
I
it out.
can't.
I got that. I figured
no,
it
sorry, Pauline. He's talking about J.K. Rowling.
I'm talking about JK. You said that like when the
Pauline thought
presidency-
you meant her. Pauline is
No.
running for president.
No, I thought you meant J.K. Rowling is running for president.
No, I-
No, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
good. It was smart. It took me a minute to
Yeah.
catch up. I just gave a weird face, and I wanted to explain why I gave a weird.
Yeah, you got to explain your weird faces now
Yeah.
because we got we got cameras.
I can't just. There can't just be
Like
10
awkward
seconds of me
silence.
being silent. I'm like trying
Yeah.
to work it out in my head.
So I saw a bit of news that is like, similar to your thing. It's like sort of not news, but it was interesting enough that
Yeah.
I thought we could talk about it. So, and once I heard this, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Sony and Marvel.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh God. It's happening.
But no, it's not.
Oh.
They have a new deal, the deal that they've been doing since right before Far From Home. And someone finally like laid it out, and essentially they have I forget what they called it, but it's essentially like a you loan one, we'll loan one type
Oh.
deal. So the way it currently works is Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a Sony character.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Legally speaking. And he can appear in Marvel movies, but they also get one. So
That's cool.
this deal happened after Venom, so ignore Venom.
Mm.
But and I don't know if Homecoming counts, but Iron Man was in Homecoming,
Yes.
and then in
Far
Far
Home.
From Home, I think they're just counting the one appearance of Nick Fury at the very end, because the two Skrulls technically weren't
Oh, so
them.
they're not
you're
getting
right.
a single person, but they're getting a cameo
They're,
a movie.
they're like borrowing.
Yeah, that's why Doctor Strange is in this new one. And then that's why Tom Holland's
Oh.
Spider-Man showed up in the end credits scene of the new Venom movie. And in Morbius, the
new-
weird
the new
vampire movie,
one.
the Vulture is going to be in that.
Oh, really?
So I
Okay,
think-
so
think-
is Sony just part of the MCU now?
No,
Should
absolutely
I watch these
not.
fucking Venom movies?
No, of course not. Those Venom movies, I mean,
Well, if
let's
Vulture's
watch No
gonna
Way
be
Home
in
first.
Morbius.
He's going to be in Morbius for like a second. It seems like it's just going to be a cameo. But it
Okay.
seems like, this was my fear, it seems like characters like Vulture and Mysterio are possibly MCU characters, but it seems like Ned and MJ and
Or
And
Sony.
all them are...
And Tom
as long
Holland's
as they're
Spider-
getting along.
It seems from what I heard from the interview that I read secondhand from comicbook.com, it seems like this is the like best that they've ever been.
Good.
Okay.
It seems like things were like, I guess we'll do this deal
Well,
until
Sony
that
got
like
the shit end of the stick for sure.
they
were-
had to make the movie and then get less money.
right
Yeah.
But also like
for a character that they own.
for a character they own, and then the MCU basically just like didn't mention Sony and like kind of pretended that Spider-Man was officially part of the MCU, which legally speaking he technically still isn't.
Right.
No matter
I don't
how
think he
important
will
his
be
role.
until Disney buys
Yeah.
So whatever,
Spider-Man
yeah.
from Sony, or
Yeah.
just buys Sony.
No,
Oh,
it-
Disney's
no,
ready.
no. If Disney buys Sony, then I'll might as well sell my PS5.
Can I have it?
For $500, but yeah, you can have it.
Oh, I sent you something over Messenger.
Pertaining to this?
I think
Should I
so.
look? Okay.
Oh, okay.
I never saw it.
I mean, not
Not today.
not
when
today,
did you-
but like
when did you
just
send this?
uh.
This thing.
No, keep going.
But yeah, I
Oh,
just
here.
Oh shit! Did I not talk about this
No.
last time?
I don't think you
Sorry, this is very much pertaining to what we're talking
Oh, got it.
about.
Okay, cool. Go for it then.
MCU Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 with Tom Holland in the works, reveals Sony.
Oh, yeah. They're not sure. I feel like I saw an interview with Tom Holland where he was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in those, but it's kind of like, right now. Because, like, you can only play the same role for so long.
Right.
I hear
Case
that,
in
but
case
look
in
at Robert
point,
Downey Jr.
I was
but-
going to say,
Chris
But he
Evans.
did do it for like 15 years, you know? Tom
Yeah.
Holland's in what, year 4?
mm,
5?
5. Yeah. Civil War 2016, 5 years ago.
And unlike Robert Downey Jr., he's getting some other decent roles in there while it's
Oh, yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
gets to
He's
be
doing
Nathan
other
Drake for
stuff.
some
Oh
reason.
yeah, Cherry.
Cherry, I heard, was good.
Uh,
There's that fucking movie where girls don't exist and you have emotions that you can see in your face for some reason.
Chaos Walking.
Chaos Walking. That movie, I heard, sucked.
The Devil.
Oh,
something
yeah.
about,
Oh, God.
like
that movie
that
was
weird
horrifying.
preacher one with like Sebastian Stan and Robert Patton.
I have no idea what
It's
you're
on
talking
Netflix.
about.
I can't remember what
But
the name
I
The
is.
believe
Devil
you.
Inside Me, I
yes.
think, is what
Or
it's
something
called.
like
horror
There's
movie?
There's
Yeah, it's
no
a horror
Oh,
movie.
no. The one you're
Oh, like
talking
it's a
about, there's
thriller
no
one.
creature in it. Tom Holland is in it,
Yeah.
but it's just like a day in the life in the like 30s or
It's, like, messed
50s,
up.
and
Oh,
it's
okay.
fucked
It's very
up.
messed up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Like backwater religious community
And murder.
murder. Yeah. But he's a good actor.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
he
yeah,
did a good
yeah.
job.
He
the movie was
he
just,
actually sorry. There's a movie called The Secret World of Arietti, which is a Ghibli movie.
Yeah.
He actually dubbed over the main boys' lines in the British version of that. So
Oh, like back when it came out?
yeah,
Oh, cool.
So
He
he's
must
been-
have been like 5 or 6, right?
No, not 5 or 6. Like,
Oh.
he was like 13 or something like
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, but he's good.
He posted a picture on Instagram the other day, or Zendaya did, I forget which one. But it was a picture of him from the new movie, and then him as like a
Oh yeah,
8-year-old
kid, yeah.
dressed up as Spider-Man for Halloween.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And so maybe he thinks he's been doing it for that long.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's this famous they're at there was a Comic-Con panel for The Amazing Spider-Man 2 when that movie came out, and they opened it to like a Q&A, and someone in the Q&A was in full Spider-Man garb, and the person asked their question or whatever, and then they said, I always wanted to come to Comic-Con dressed as Spider-Man, and now I have, and he took the mask
it's
off, and it
Andrew
was Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who was he doing I guess I got lost.
He was in the audience.
But it was him for his movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
And
I
who
don't.
the hell was doing the panel?
I don't remember all the details.
Okay.
Maybe it wasn't for his
this
movie.
whole story, I was like, this has got to be Tom Holland.
No,
This
no.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this was back when like Amazing Spider-Man 2 was like just out or coming out or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
No, it's cool when sometimes you hear stories about like you're like, I'll just make one up. Like you hear like Robin Williams hated being on set for Hook
Mm.
and he had a terrible time, and it's like, oh, well, now that I'm kind of don't want to watch that movie anymore
Yeah.
because
Right.
but it's cool when the actor like
Like
really, you can tell they really enjoy doing the playing the part they're playing. That's why it was so like extra sad when Chadwick Boseman passed away,
yeah.
because you could tell he like really loved bringing that character to the
Oh,
big
yeah.
screen, and he did it in such a way that like countries that don't allow cinema opened up to
Right.
show Black Panther, which is just so cool.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield was a really good Spider-Man.
That's what I thought
I
too.
think you'd like him.
Yeah,
Well, you'll like
I'm
him-
really
You'll like him later on today,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Maybe, we'll see.
I'm really kind of disappointed. This is my own fault. I meant to watch those movies before today.
I mean, you
No,
know,
we don't
Yeah.
have time. I was doing the math in my head. I was
Yeah, we
like,
don't
I'll
have
watch one
time.
before we go to Anthony's. We don't have time.
no, it's
I'll watch
5 films at this point.
No,
The
no,
Andrew
just
Garfield?
the
Oh,
Andrew-
just the Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield
You've seen the
ones?
Tobey
Oh,
Maguire
you've
ones.
seen
The
the I
Maguire
see,
ones.
I see. The Amazing Spider-Man, I have the opposite opinion of everyone else who lives. I think the Amazing Spider-Man 1 is a boring slog, and I think the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a fantastic thrill ride.
I like both of them, honestly.
I
I like his interpretation of the lizard. It's not like just a mindless creature, but like he's an actual scientist.
definitely one of the legitimately funniest Stan Lee cameos.
I have seen
Oh
that
yeah,
cameo.
that's
Yeah,
honestly that's my favorite cameo of all time.
that shit is great. I think my favorite is still Age of Ultron, the one where he gets drunk
oh
off
yeah,
Yeah.
Excelsior.
off Valkyrie.
Then says that real
Valkyrie
Stan Lee
blood.
shit.
yeah. He got so drunk he broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think
Hey,
that's gonna
yeah,
do
on
it
this
for
note,
us.
Do you want to go eat and watch Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll play Spider-Man later today. I
There
don't
we
know
go.
why I'm telling you because it already
it happened almost a week ago. Tune in 5 days ago to watch us play Spider-Man Miles Morales live on Twitch.
Ooh.
And if you're watching this the day it came out, I think we'll either do Wind Waker or Kingdom Hearts next. Not quite sure yet.
I think Kingdom Hearts.
I-
We just did Wind Waker. Or do we need more Wind Waker? We'll do
We
that
might,
off camera.
yeah, we might need more Wind Waker. We'll do that off camera. Thank you for coming.
No,
Thank
you
for
look at
listening.
them.
Thank you.
You don't look
thank
at
you
me
for watching.
You don't thank me for coming. I'm here.
Thank you, Chris.
He's thinking me because I'm not here all the time.
No, fuck you, Chris. Thank you for watching. Thank
Oh.
you for listening, Chris. Chris, thank you for being here, Chris. It's been an honor working with you. And I guess
I
I'm.
wish I could say the same.
I'm gonna kill you. I guess I don't know why I'm making this so final.
This is this is the end of our friendship.
This
And
is
I'm,
This is the end of our friendship, this podcast, and your life.
I'm not gonna be able to marry you then.
I'm sorry.
No, no, of course
tried.
not. He'll be dead.
No, I thought you were talking about me.
No,
You're gonna
oh,
kill
no.
me.
No,
No,
he's
no,
killing me.
him.
Either way, we're not getting married.
Oh. Then, no.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Pauline just went from "Oh no, I can't marry you" to "Oh well, I mean, if you're dead, I could still do the podcast."
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Thunder and Lightning podcast. And check out that outro that you're about to hear because we got a lot of other stuff, including, like we just talked about, a Twitch channel. If you're watching this the day it came out, we just I just uploaded my my Game of the Year for 2021 video. So go check that out. Oh, I meant to mention I've never done this before. The video that just came out today, the Game of the Year video, I wrote, recorded it, and edited it all in one day.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I wanted to challenge myself to do that so I could give myself more time to do D&D stuff throughout the week. So go tune into that. And until next time, I've been Thunder,
I'm Lightning.
And I'm on soon.
and we'll see you next time. Thank you for listening and watching. And if you like what you see, please be sure to subscribe.
Our channel is daily uploads from podcasts to video essays, let's plays to skits.
Be sure to find us on Twitch and Patreon.
Our theme song is Sunny Day by Froggy and the Friendship, and our Let's Play intro is Sunny Bit by the same band.
Link to all these in the description below. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.